All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to go straight into the game because they're actually live with the pistol. We're 20 minutes behind the hour, and we actually need to get into this game because we're live, and it is actually Titan coming out pretty far ahead of VIRTUSPRO here. Two people still alive here for VIRTUSPRO going into the retake. Bomb planted on the A site. Snacks doing work. Pasha nearly overwhelming Scream, but it's not meant to be this time. Scream will actually be the one to get a quad kill in this pistol round, and, well, there you have it. A-site take from Titan, and leading up to that, it was a lot of people actually coming out through balcony and through apartments. I think 4 from Titan snuck their way out onto that A-site, so that was the strat used by Titan in the pistol.
Yep, a very, very cool idea, just holding it a little bit of mid control, making sure no one is sneaking up for banana or anything like that, and then 4 people rushing out is so hard to deal with, even in rifle rounds, but in pistol rounds especially. It's very hard to keep that control once you've got that many people rushing you down. Now, it's going to be Titan with a good lead here. VIRTUSPRO, they did lose that match, the last one in overtime, so they're going to be a little bit frustrated. This Titan team, I feel like they're like the talking point now, and everyone's excited to see if they're going to be able to really bring it back to the top.
The glory days, the heyday. I mean, the day when they were one of the most feared teams on the planet. Yeah, we're all looking for that. But for now, at least, it's starting off pretty strong. They got that pistol. Looks like they've got control of the second round as well. Existence making sure that Neo can't flank around from short. Taz is kind of stuck in library. And it's 3 players still alive here for VIRTUSPRO, but they're just getting overwhelmed. This SMG buy actually kind of working out here for Titan, even with VIRTUSPRO going for the counter, which is to go for helmets. It's just not panning out for VP. And Snacks. Right.
Yeah, he's ready. Pasha right behind him. He's actually going to switch it up and try and get a little bit more range, but Pasha finding 2 kills there in RPK and Shocks, and that's definitely going to be a little bit annoying for them. They lined up for the CZ.
But what if he'd had a Zeus, Sanders?
Then he would have only killed 1, but it would have been twice as satisfying.
Ah, okay.
See?
Okay. Let's see. This is actually pretty decent for VP. I mean, Pasha and Snacks both getting away with an MP7 and a MAC-10. 2 SMGs picked up. They hold on to some gear as well. It's not going to prompt a force buy out of VIRTUSPRO, but they can actually do some damage to Titan this round. Titan have to be a little leery now, going around those into like up short, you know, the close quarters areas, banana, where these SMGs could actually be put to good use. And nobody, you know, the bomb, it's not important for Titan. They're just gonna leave it back in spawn. Okay, there we go. Smith actually goes back to pick it up. Good man.
Somebody has to, right? They've got both the SMGs actually pushing into Shocks, who's right down here with an SMG of his own. Neo going to be first in line, but armor versus no armor, and it's a jumping headshot from Shocks. He was at the peak of his jump there and getting the kill. Bayali playing here, and Shocks is going to get shocked. It's perfect, isn't it? Bayali going to be the last man standing, 1 versus 3. We had Zeus getting Zeus yesterday, Shocks getting shocked. What else can we do, Samla? Just throw it at me. You know, I'm ready.
Ah! I don't know what to say. Oh, it's painful. Okay. Deep breath.
You're over it. Just, you know, channel that rage internally, you know, put it into creative use. I feel like that's the only thing to do.
Well, there we go. And Viali now, I mean, yeah, why not? Just run in here, see if you can't find somebody. He's hoping to get it. Can he get there fast enough? No. Boom. All right, so Titan, they keep 3 guns alive. That's the long and short of it. They lost Shocks, but then he only had the MP7. Not the end of the world for them. And so they actually will have the money to go for a full buy here, Titan. No problem at all. It's going to be VP also going for rifles. 1 P90 picked up on Snacks this time, not Taz. I was kind of expecting Taz to go for it, but looks like Taz had enough for that M4. Still get that helmet armor. And well, Smith's Galil for Smiths. Okay. Smith's taking a bit more of a backseat in these roles. He's carrying the bomb. He's the one going for a Galil. No, he actually stays with the 5.7. He doesn't want to even use the Galil. Okay, interesting, interesting. Curious to see if he's taking more of that support role now.
Quick round into the middle here as Existence and RBK pick up 2 great kills, and that's going to leave Neo in the pit very much alone. There was a bit of backup coming in from Catwalk. Nice shot from Neo, but Snacks has already gone down, and Neo is still alone up here. Pasha trying to get there as fast as possible. Neo gonna go down to RPK, who picks up the 2nd kill of the round for himself and Pasha. He takes down Smith. He's very low on health indeed. 1 versus 2.
That's not quite good enough here in this situation. Still a good nade count here on Titan. They can just keep chucking flashes out. Still an HE on RPK as well, and Pasha only on 6 HP. It's really low, and he's actually going to decide to back off and hold on to his weapons. Smart move on his part. If he'd had a little bit more HP, if he'd managed to survive with a bit more, might have gone in to that retake, but yeah, it's better to just back off. A-site retake, there's so many angles you have to worry about. It would have been a really tough job for Pasha to get done.
A nice little angle here from Pasha, maybe to try and see if he could get someone coming through a library. We can tell that Titan are running a different path. So 4-0 here early on. I mean, that kind of aggression into middle. Neo was alone in pit, like, you know, 10 seconds into the round or something, like maybe 15 seconds into the round. And the backup that was coming through Banana, if they got the kill, if VP had won the fight down there, that would have been great, but they didn't. Neo had to just delay for way too long.
Yeah, in the end, it just, yeah, exactly. It's down to timing. It's down to timing. And, well, this isn't going to get any easier here for VIRTUSPRO, although they are interested in giving us a bit of a show. 3 deagles picked up for them. So we'll see if they can actually put those to good use, if they can find a 1 deag. No real targets for them to work with, though. Titan working their way up second mid, hoping to be able to just catch somebody off guard here. They do hear somebody up in apartments, so that's information that's going to get communicated. And, yeah, just dunk the nade on top of Taz. Taz looking for that info. He's going to get punished. But Bialy doing a little bit of damage to RPK at least, and he gets the fadeaway headshot onto Scream.
It's ridiculous. Taz here to see if he can follow up on that, and RPK is right around the corner. And Taz is here as well, and RPK, not sure why he kept going there. That's going to give them the bomb. Bialy will go down finally. Taz is covering it still. Pasha going to be walking closer with that M4 in hand that he saved from the previous round. Neo checking apartments, but now Pasha going to come into it. Snacks with one more headshot. Titan, they're giving away this round. Kill for kill. It's going to be Taz to finish it off. Double on him. I mean, the fact that they knew that Taz was on this corner, they knew that Bialy was over here. As soon as RPK walks in here, he's in a crossfire. There's no one there to help him. That's very confusing. That's the sound of Semler actually, you know, just face palming the desk?
Face planting the desk, yeah.
Yeah, face planting the desk.
Sometimes things happen and you're just like, I don't understand.
No, because they just put so much effort into winning that last round, which was the big buy round from VP. Then they get it knocked down by deagles and a saved M4. Well, they're going to pick up an AWP on Smiths as well. Interesting.
Well, let's see. I mean, Smith, I mean, he had the money. That's the thing. He was using the Galil, not the most expensive rifle. I mean, he's been kind of managing his funds, so no surprise to see Smith going for that AWP. He's also had a tendency to use it in the past on this map. He's one of those few oppers who's not afraid to go to the sniper rifle on such a congested map. But let's see, Neo starts it off strong, removes Smith, and there it is, the crossfire kicking into play, but then 2 quick shots come right back into it. Screaming shocks, 2 headshots, opening it up, bringing it back to a 3-on-3.
See if they can hold on here. Taz hiding in the corner. It's a good headshot to start with here, but he's going to get overwhelmed. And Pasha showing up exactly 1 second too late. Now they're going to be fighting him, and Shocks comes out on top. It's now a triple kill. And Snacks, they're running in one at a time. VP's the last man left looking for the fight. In about 30 seconds, he's going to fall back and try and play a much longer game. And Titan, they're just going to make a run for it here. That was, I mean, Taz was alive just long enough that when he died, Pasha showed off to take over. Then Pasha dies, then Snack shows up. If they just all slow it down a bit, they actually have a chance to at least play some better odds.
And yeah, Snack's just now realizing what happened. They pulled the wool over his eyes. He realizes, and he's going to step quiet, but no, he's just going to run right up here. He's making the noise. He's looking to catch somebody off guard. Somehow catch him out of position, but Existence was ready and waiting. As soon as Snacks rounds the corner, boom, Existence strikes, and this resets the economy for VIRTUSPRO. This makes their life a little bit more difficult. But because they had won an eco round and kept so many guns for free, VP actually have the money for a full buy here. That's basically like a bit of luck there for VP that things broke down the way they did. Because if they were on a hard eco, double eco situation on Inferno or Titan, I mean, they're already up on 5 rounds. If they would have got up to 6 or 7 for free, this would have been a catastrophe rather for VP.
And it's so weird to see Titan play like this. Titan are playing almost like a way that Envy would play. You know, they're just quick there. They look for early fights, and as soon as they get them, they just keep powering through. This isn't like the slow and sort of very methodical Titan here, and I'm loving it.
Do you think this is the Smiths and Shocks kind of having an influence on the roster? Scream coming into it as well. And you got 3 guys who are pretty much new to the team in a sense.
And also for 3 guys who in the past have had sort of severe issues with